Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Redford Ice Arena here in Redford, Michigan. Maha game. Fox takes on Belle Tire. Two teams have met a couple of times this season. Fox winning handily in both. Fox will have Chase Hanrahan in net. Ryan Teuscher, Mason Hartz, Ryder Adams at forward. Jack Granville, Parker Duraney at D. No Lenny and no Dylan again today. Fox, bad news bears. A couple of kids forgot jerseys. So Kai is rocking a just plain navy jersey. I think it's a KU jersey from Penny with number 21 on it. And Kale will be wearing Mason Martin's blue jersey. Turned over by Fox. Granville races back, pokes it into the corner. Puck in the corner. Granville kicks it along for Adams. Adams taken away from him. Granville rides this out of the zone. Turned back over, though. Backhanded along through the middle. Taken by about that. D-side through the middle. Doesn't connect. Parker picks this up at the D-side blue line. Looks far side, hits his shin pad, pops through the middle. Hartz gets that in partially. Belle Tire throws it in deep. Duraney takes the middle. Takes the puck over to Adams. Adams for ball through the contact. Ball in the slot. Shot saved. Rebound saved up into the netting. Penny, Molyneux, Ball, Prochonk, Langen. Face off, Kai moves it up to Jack. He goes over to Andrew. Andrew pressured, sends one on, doesn't make it all the way through. Belle Tire with it in the corner. Rim behind the goalie. Near corner, he picks it up. Going through the middle, cut off by Andrew. Andrew takes this in. Penny gets chased. Cut off by Ball. Near sideboard. Sent down low to Penny. Rips through the middle. Belle Tire picks this up. Hits Ball skate. Kai drops this for Easton. In his feet. Easton leaves it for Braxton. Braxton skates it behind the goal line. Braxton behind the net with it still. Cycles it for Kai. Kai picks it up. Turns the corner. Cuts back down low. Kai switches with Easton. Kai with it behind the goal line. Takes a look. Tries to send one to Penny. Comes right back to Kai. Kai still with it. Sends one backside. Good stick by Belle Tire. Takes that away from Ball. Ball in the corner. Taken from him up to Langen now. Jack moves this down low. Pops back up to Jack. Skates through. Jack with it at the dot. Throws the brakes on. Fox gets a change. Langen's pass for Andrew. Gathered. To Day in the zone. Day can't get there. Coach off with it. Hits the stanchion. Pops straight out to Kale. Kale tries to drag through. Kale with the puck behind the goal line. Taken away from him. Belle Tire with it. Cuts through the middle. Connects. Gets around Fink. 2-on-1. And Taya gets back. Shot. Chase saves. Puck pops free today. Day can't skate this out. Turned over. Kale blocks this into the corner. Fink's the first one there. Fink with it. Soft chip for Day. Day can't handle it. Sent back down low. Puck rimmed around. Fink gets chased and Taya gets there. And Taya off the board. Doesn't get it out of the zone. Comes to Fink. Nope. Coops now. Coops with it. To Day. Day's got Kale up ahead. Slides run to Kale off his backhand. Puck into the corner. Kale picks this up. Centers one right to Granville. Shoots. Save. Puck all the way down the zone. Chase plays this over for Granville. Granville, Adams, deep. Waits with the hit. Frees up the puck. Belle Tire takes this. Hartz turns him over behind the net. Mason ran off this puck. Pops free to Belle Tire. Off the boards, right to the point. Parker with it. Sends one that's blocked. Parker gets it back up. Down low for Teuscher. Teuscher slides when Adams shoots, scores. Adams from Teuscher. 3.5 minutes into the first period. Hartson to take the draw. Wins it clean to Parker. Parker drops for Granville. Granville near side for Adams. Adams through the middle to Ryan. Ryan enters the zone. Shot save. D changes. Krochoff and Langen out. Ryan Ryder makes him stay. Takes off, tied up. Belle Tire takes this away, throws it behind their net. He races over for it, moves it up the board, taken by Hart. Ryan rather, into support. Ryan moves this forward. Belle Tire skates in it, takes it behind the net. Cycles, nobody there. Ryder's going to skate into it. Lifts the stick, gets tied up. Hart skates into it. Hart rims it up top for Langen. Langen back down for Ryder. Ball behind the net, doesn't get it. Belle Tire with it. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Tiny takes this in the neutral zone, retreats. Kai calls for it. Penny gets it to him. Kai in behind the deep. Shot, save, covered. Thinking Coop's out now. Ball in to take the draw. Coops with it. Sets a pick for Kai. Kai, far side to Fink. Fink shot. Backdoor, Penny scores. Face off one to ball. Stop the Coop. That's just for Kai. Kai with help to the middle ball taken by Belle Tire. Belle Tire can't get it out of the zone. Now they do. Pop free to Fink. The ball. Ball goes down at the blue line. Yes, Susan. Kai is in 21. He's the one going after the puck right now. Kale's wearing Mason Martin's jersey. Puck down low. Kai races over for it. Not going to get there. Puck rimmed around by Belle Tire. Coop steps. Slows this down. Puck taken. Right to Kale. Kale drops it for Kai. Kale skates back into it. Kale tries to toss one through to Kai. Tied up. Kai in for it. Throws it down low for Kale. Kale gets chased. Picks this up. Cycles it. For Antea is not going to get there. Belle Tire gets there first. Tries to chip it out. And they do. Parker on it. Goes to Kale. Kale to Granville. Granville enters the zone. Side of the net. Centers one. Antea can't get a look at it. Belle Tire skates out with it. Through the middle. Turned over. Granville with it. Tries to go to Jay. Goes to Kale instead. Kale to Parker. Misses Liam. Liam through the middle. Antea gets through. Drags it through to Granville. Granville sends this in deep. Antea takes the corner. Up top for Granville. Granville shot. Goes wide. Blocked away. Behind the net, Antea. Tosses one up top for Jack. Granville, another shot. Saved. Loose. Antea, backhander wide. Antea shot again. Saved. Adams, Hartz, Toyster, Lang, and Trofa. Hart's going to take the draw. Andrew around the contact. Centers one. Doesn't make it through. Just off a Belle Tire player all the way out of zone. Chase out in the corner to play it. Pulls it up the boards for Langen. Langen skates behind the net. Accelerates up ice, far side. Jack still with it. Skates it all the way in. Throws the brakes on. Waits for help. Puck knocked out of his zone. Coach off with it now. Andrew over to Ryan. Ryan right back to Andrew. Andrew's got Hearts up ahead. Throws a deep instead. Hits off a Hart skate. Never goes in the zone. Puck comes to Lane. Jack drops one over for Adams. Adams has Andrew up ahead. Rips on far side to Ryan instead. Ryan backdoor. Andrew misses. Adams with a hit behind the net. Puck with Belle Tire still. Through the middle, picked off by Ryan. Ryan's got Hearts with him. Ryan goes wide. Centers one to Hearts. Knocked away by Belle Tire. Skates this out. Adams with the hit. Turned over to Krochok. Krochok to Ryan. Ryan tries to split the D. Gets the slot shot over the net. Adams backhands one along for Andrew. Andrew walks down. Shot. Saved. Loose. Covered. Penny, Molyneux, ball, Coops, pink. Takes off one, up to Coops. Coops down low, hits the skate. Ty knocks it out of midair, gets it back. Ty in the slot, turns down low, it hits off a Belle Tire player, goes behind the net. Ball gets chased, he's ran off this puck. Penny turns him over. Penny slides one around the D to Fink shot, goes right to Kai. Kai's buried. Puck loose, comes up to Coops now. Coops down low for ball. Ball tries to go through the middle, hits the stick. Kai with the hit, frees this up. Fink steps, gets the body, posts over the puck, goes to. Tries to send one to ball, hits his stick, goes in deep. Cut off by Braxton in the corner. Poked off his stick though. Ball skates into it. Easton with it. Goes low. Through one hit. Through two. Up behind the goal line to Kai. Kai evades one. Backhands one to ball. Ball's got Penny in the middle. Slides for two and Penny's stick is lifted. Net is off. Whistle. And Taya, Thornton, Day, Granville, Durant. Kalen to take the draw. One to Day. Picked off by Belle Tire. Tries to split the D. Parker gets there first. Takes the puck. Slides it back for Granville. Puck thrown out of the zone, and Taya gets chased. No icing. And Taya ties him up. Puck off the board. Hits a glove, no icing. Chase picks this up. Tries to rim around fence on it. Shot through the crease. Puck down low. Granville steals the body. Delaney skates into it. Parker with numbers now. To Day. Day's got Kale and Parker. Shot. Save. Adamson to take the draw now. Hearts, Twister. Wins this. Tied up, comes to Hearts. Hearts cycles this down low for Ryan. Ryan knocked off this puck. Hearts in to help now. Puck won by Belle Tire. D-side, skates out behind the net with time. Off the boards, cut off by Andrew. Andrew keeps this in, walks down low, knocks off his stick, gets it back. Andrew at the hash mark, up top for Langen. Langen walks to the middle, shot, doesn't make it through. It's out of the zone. Langen to Krochok. Andrew to Ryder. Ryder skates up over to Toysher. Ryan enters the zone. Tries to slide one through. Hits a Belle Tire shin pad behind the net to Adam. Adam cycles it. Ryan on it. Slides one. Picked off through the middle by Belle Tire. Through the middle. Adams picks this off. Hearts with the stick lift. Ryder with the puck. Ryder down low for Ryan. Ryan at the dot now. Shot. Save. It's off to Kai. Penny attacks in the corner. Puck comes free to Kai. He's got ball in front. Knocked off Kai's stick. Belle Tire slides this out of the zone. Skates into it. Through the middle. Pink swipes this away to Coops. Coops takes it behind the net. Goes the brakes on. Reverses. Back to Costa. Costa up top for Penny. Penny drops one for ball. Ball skates in. Ball enters the zone. Around the D. Shot. Save. That's in. Liam, Kale, Jake, Costa, Jackson. Kale wins this to Fink. Fink goes to Costa. Costa goes to Taya, misses his stick. Kale turns him away. Puck with Belle Tire now. Chipped in deep. Chase over to Fink. Fink back behind the net for Costa. Costa pulls this off the board. Chips it ahead. Comes to Kale. It's in his feet. Belle Tire takes this. And Taya takes it back away. Jake enters. Slides one to Kale. Hits off his stick. Loose in front. Covered. Adams line with Granville and Duraney. Ryder races over. Taken by Belle Tire. We go B-side with it. Rimmed around. Cut off by Ryan. Up top for Parker. Parker walks down. Goes back to Ryan. One-timer attempts his hands on it. Hartz takes this behind the net. It's in his feet. Adams in support. Pulled out by Belle Tire. Belle Tire through the middle. Granville's the first one there. Parker gets help. Parker skates out with it. Parker to Ryder. Ryder soft chip ahead to Parker. He pulls this through. Too far. Parker throws the brakes on in the corner with it now. Tries to slide one to Ryan. Doesn't make it all the way through. Belle Tire skates out with it. Puck doesn't get deep. Pokes off the stick though. Right to Granville. Granville's got ball off the change. Granville enters. Slides it over to Easton. Easton ran off this puck. Out of the zone. Ty skates into it off the bench. Ryan around one. Pushes it too far though. Belle Tire cuts through the middle. Poked away by Langen. Belle Tire still with it. Through the middle. Goes down. Penny skates into this. Penny ran off this puck. Through the middle comes to Langen. Langen skates it in. Around the contact. Up top for Kai. Kai over to Andrew. Andrew top of the circle. To Penny. Save. Ball takes this draw. Won by Belle Tire. Moved into the corner. Picked off by Kai. Side of the net shot. Scores. What's that? Yeah. Kale's line out now with Coach Alton Langan. Goalie still fixing his gear. I think he's ready now. Kale wins this over to Andrew. Andrew throws this through the middle, down low. Day gives chase. Belle Tire comes away with it. Picked off by Antea down for Day. Day shot. Side of the net. Day over to Kale. Kale slides this up for Langan. Langan off the boards with it. Jack walks to the middle, sends a shot. Tip, loose. Antea covered. Troops and Fink out now. Antea, Day, Torrington stay. Belle Tire takes this out of the dot. Off the glass. Troops kicks this in. Day turns with it. Day poked up his stick. Poked away by Fink. Fink. Shot over the net. Kale races over. Coops gets there. Coops down for Kale. Kale goes through the middle, misses Antea. Puck turned over. Day. Antea poked up his stick. Antea up top for Coops. Coops sends one on. I think Kale got a piece of that. It hit the Belle Tire goalie. Coops cuts this off. Gets this down through the middle. Going out of the zone. Chase. Whistle behind the play. The Belle Tire goalie again. Hart's his line out now. D-to-D, Belle Tire around Ryan. Cuts through the middle. Poked in deep. Parker takes it. Parker slips one through the middle to Ryder. Ryder chips one to Ryan. Ryan cuts to the middle. Shot. Hits the goalie's paddle. Goes into the netting. Puck tied up. Goes to Belle Tire. Rimmed around. Parker over for it. Down for Ryder. Ryder to Jack. Granville tries to slide with. Oh! Hits a skate. Goes through the crease just wide. Hart's with a hit. Puck through Ryder's feet. Belle Tire exits 2-on-2. Chip past Parker. Granville turns for it. Belle Tire gets there first. Parker picks him up to Ryan. Ryan slides this off the boards for Hart. Belle Tire's going to get there first. Excuse me. Belle Tire off their boards. Chip to the middle, picked off by Ryan. Ryan cuts through the middle at the dot. Around one, around two. Tied up, can't get a shot off. Belle Tire still with it. Off the boards. Out of the zone to Granville. Granville slides this way back to Ryan. Ryan ahead for ball. Ball goes wide. Drops it for Ryan in the slot. Shot blocked by Belle Tire. Loose in the middle. Hits Kai. Bouncing puck comes back to Belle Tire. Belle Tire taking off that puck by ball. Kai skates into this. Poked ahead. Kai with it in the corner. Poked away from him. Ball gets chased. Not going to get there. Kai pulls it out of the scrum. Centers one to Penny. Shot. Saved. Not covered though. Braxton ties up a stick. It's in the feet. Braxton on it. Tries to go back over to Kai. That's taken away by Belle Tire. Kai with it now. Cuts to the middle. Over to Andrew. Shot. Saved. Nets off again. Penny's line out. Crochalk and Langan. Face off. Andrew. Evades. Shot. Save. Loose. Penny couldn't quite get there. Turned over through the middle. Thrown out of the zone by Belle Tire. Langan picks this up. Andrew tells him to go far side to Penny. He does. Penny chips ahead. The ball. Ball enters. Knocked off this puck. Out of the zone. Penny skates into it. Penny with it. Oh, Fox is going to go to the PK here. Langen's going to go. Could be a hold, could be an interference. Let's see what he feels like calling. Interference. Hudson and Taya think Crochalk. Or, yeah. Think, Oops, rather, not Crochalk. Think gets there, rims this, it pops right into the slot. Belle Tire with it. Shot blocked by Hart. Back up to the point. To the middle, taken by Coops. Down low, centering. Chase makes the save. Up in the crease. Down behind the net now. Fink moves this along. Coops moves this, not out. Belle Tire with it, turns the corner. Shot, gets blocked. That's the first period. Fox still with a minute 25 left on the PK. Like, obviously Chase still in net. Delaney and Granville with Thornton and Taya. Belle Tire wins this draw. Dale circles in. Up in deep. Dale with the puck. Off the glass, out of the zone. Belle Tire picks this up, and Taya circles in now. Dale follows right behind him. Belle Tire exits with it now, near side. Puck drop, and Taya's going to almost get this. Oh, turned over. Down low. Taken by Granville, out of the zone. PK's changed for Fox. We got Hartz and Adams out now. Delaney and Granville still out there. Shipped in deep. Parker's the first one there. Rims this hard around. Adams is going to get there. Adams skates into it. He's going to go a little too deep, though. Picks it up at the goal line. Takes it behind the net. Fox changes. Adams takes this. Poke past him. Adams gets it back, though. Throws this out of the zone. That's too many, but we're not going to call it. Andrew with it. He's got Hartz up ahead. Flips one through. Hartz has Adams with him. Slides one. Oh, hits the stick. Doesn't make it through. Back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Coops throws this in deep. Fox has to tag up, and they do. Puck comes to Andrew. Andrew chips. Taken by Belle Tire. They enter the zone. Shot. Chase puts this over in front of the Belle Tire bench. Langen off the glass. Not out of the zone. Oh. Okay, just against it was out of the zone. Penny's line out now. Langen and Krochok stay. Face off one forward to Penny. Penny gets chased. He gets there first. Side of the net. Centers one for Kai. Taken by Belle Tire. Ball with a hit. Puck with Langen now. Behind the net. Turned over. Picked off by Belle Tire through the middle. Chase gloves this down. Sets it behind the net for Langen. Langen to Krochok. Krochok to Penny. Off Penny gets the ball. Ball enters the zone. Drops to Braxton. Braxton. Shot is blocked up. Out of play. Thornton's line out now. Dale wins this. Liam along the boards. Fink on it. Fink goes down low. Help from Day. Rim past them for Coops. Coops picks this up. Throws it down low for Day. Puck hits in Taya's skate. Taya gets it back. Slides it down for Day. Day behind the net now. Day still with it. Day slides one down. Hits kill skate. Pop straight to Taya behind the net now. Jake ran off this puck. Tied up. Gets out from Day. Off the boards. Chase plays this along. Puck too far for Kale. Belle Tire picks this up. Slides it off the boards. Kale skates into it. Centers one in Day's feet. Day gets it back. Day ran off this puck. Belle Tire chips past Costa. Fink picks it up. Fink's got Ryan far side. Chase trying to tell him what to do. Goes it through the middle. Costa with it. Slides one, misses Hartz. Hartz. Back hands along to Parker. Parker, shot, save. Belle Tire throws this, not out of the zone. Oh, off of Granville's glove, 2-on-1. On Parker. Parker gets this, throws it out of the zone. Probably an icing, and it is. Hartson to take the draw now. Tied up. Belle Tire takes this. Ryder skates right into it. Flips it ahead for Ryan. Ryan gathers. He walks in alone. Ryan in. Shoots. Scores. Face off one. Splits the D. Chase out to play it. Sets it up behind the net for Jack. Lying in. Slides one off the boards for Penny. Penny skates into it. Tries to chop one over to Kai. That's up in the air. Braxton gloves it down. In Braxton's feet. He spins away with it. Comes off the boards around one. Down to Kai. Kai tries to go back to Braxton. Can't. Kai still with it. Slides one. Cross ice to Langen. Langen to Kai. Shot. Off the crossbar. Out of play. Takes off. One up to Andrew. Off his stick. Gets it back over to Langen. Langen off to Andrew. Andrew around one. Walks down low. Shot. He gets his stick hit. Comes to Penny. Braxton behind that rolling puck. Turned over to Belle Tire. They exit with numbers on Langen. Just past him. Icing's waved off. Chase out to play it. Rims it around for Braxton. Braxton off the boards to Easton. Easton in deep to Kai. Easton gives chase. Tied up. Kai picks his pocket. Still with it. Soft kick to Easton. To Braxton. Shot saved. Comes back to Braxton. Saved again. Put in the corner. Kai to Penny. Shot. Saved again. Kai. Tail. Shot. Saved. Loose. Glove down. Covered. Nails line with Coops and Fink. Failing to take the drop. Tied up. Belle Tire takes this. Shift and Antea's feet. Gets past him. Shot. Chase glove save. Takes off one to Coops. The board for Ryder. Ryder to Mason. Hart skates back in the zone. Centers one. Adams shot over the net. Adams gets this to Coops. Coops knocks out this puck. Belle Tire skates out with it. Ships in deep. Chase out to play it. Rims it around for Ryan. Ryan ahead to Mason. Hart skates in. Shot. Doesn't make it through. Off the board. Parker keeps this in. Turned over. Ryan with it. Ryan. Up to Parker. Parker hits Kale right in front. Parker, soft chip behind the net for Ryan. Ryan. Through the middle for Kale. Kale tries to drag through, gets caught in the skate. Centering past Kale fans on it. Comes to Parker. Parker shot off the crossbar. Ryan with it. To Jack. Shot. Glove save. Covered. Kale's line still with Parker and Granville. Kale wins this up to Jack. Jack drops it for Liam. Liam skates around. Turned over. Gets it back. Goes down for Kale. Goes between his feet. Liam goes to get it. Liam knocked off this puck. Kale in to help. Kale pulls this out with Liam. Liam's still on it now. Liam. Santea knocked off his stick. Covered. I think we're doing our ice cut now. Yep.
Yeah. No.
All right, back for the start of the second half here. 9:40 left, second period. Fox up 5-0. It's like Langen and Crochalk with Ball, Molyneux, and Granville at forward. Face off, side of the net. Rinse around Andrew. Andrew hit. Tie with the puck. Center the ice. Shot. Save. Granville. Save. Loose. Pops out the Kai. Shot. Blocked. Love save. So we got Penny, Hart, and Adams with Fink and Coops. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Hart's on it. Slides this down low. I'm not sure if there's an injury or why Jack's at forward right now. It looks like we're one forward short on the bench, but it's kind of hard to tell from here. Coops with it now. Over to Fink. Fink through the traffic looking for a tip. Doesn't happen. Belle Tire off the board. Glove down by Costa. Costa puts this in deep. Adams races over. Doesn't get there. Rims around. Coop slides this back down too far for Adams. You're good, Devin. Up to the middle, Penny off his stick. Hartz keeps this in. It hits the netting. Thornton and Taya Day. Delaney Lang. Tied up. Day with it. He's got, oh no, he drops it to Parker. Gets picked right off. Parker gets it back up. Parker throws this, hits the leg pad. Liam skates into it. Enters the zone. Shot. Save. Goes wide. Shift around. Langen steps. Langen takes a hit. Gets there though. Jay on the puck. Drags through. Poke down low. And Taya gets chased. Jake. Liam. Puck pops free side of the net. Tail shoots. Save. Still loose. Comes to Langen. Langen throws one through the air. Misses tail. Belle Tire skates out with it. Turned over to Langen. Langen heads up ice. Chips this in deep. Jay throws this. Taken away. Tail gets chased behind the net. Puck ripped out. Andrew ducks this at the red line. Crochalk on it. Backhands one along. Too far for Kai. Kai with it. Kai turns the corner. Slides over to Andrew. Walks down. Shot. Save. Wraparound attempt. Stuffed. Comes up. Oh, come on. It's off one by Belle Tire. Chip, ball cuts this. No, he doesn't come to Andrew. Andrew with a lot of room, walks in. Shot was going wide, hit the paddle anyway, out of play. It's off one, Belle Tire. Pokes past Kai. Easton picks it up. Easton slides it down for Kai. Kai still with it. Slides one over to Coop. Coop sends one through, save covered. Penny, Hartz, Adams, Fink, Langen. Cut off by Hartz, out of his own though. Chip past Fink. Langen gets chased. Jack gets there first, ties it up. Fink on it now. Fink skates out with it. Up for Hartz. Hartz skips off his stick, gets it back to Adams though. Adams enters, cuts through the middle. Still with it. Shot is blocked into the corner. Hartz rims it for Penny. Rips off his stick right to Belle Tire. Chip past Jack. Fink with it. Backhands it along. Langen slides one over to Hartz. Hartz enters 3-on-2 with Penny and Adams. Penny drives the middle. Puck doesn't connect. Langen steps into it though. Jack backhands one down deep. Penny on it. Off the boards. Penny through the middle to Adams. Adams up top for Jack. Fink, spin shot. Hits the stick, goes wide. Belle Tire tries to ice this down. Fink gloves it down. Off the boards to Braxton. Braxton, far side, misses Adams. Adams off the boards with it. Up top for Langen. Langen off the boards. Down low. Penny off his backhand. Braxton knocking off this puck. Chipped out of the zone. Should be an icing, and it is. Thornton's line with Duraney and Krotov. Hale wins this to Antea. Turned over. Parker on it. Over to Andrew. Andrew. Backhands one long. Picked off in the middle. Day races back. Ties this up. Loose through the middle. Parker tries to send one over to Antea and does. Antea exits. Tries to chip this around. Andrew moves this in deep. Belle Tire tries to clear. Andrew gets this. Pops out of his zone. Parker races over. Stick lift. Parker takes this. Parker to Kale. Kale moves this back for Andrew. Andrew over to Antea. Antea through the middle. Off Kale stick to Day. Day tries to slide one back to Kale behind the net. Kale back in. Loose in the middle. Day. Oh, couldn't find it for Antea. Belle Tire with it behind the net. Off the glass. Glove down by Parker. Parker sends this in deep. Rims around. Box changing. Kai picks this up. The ball shot wide. Parker over to Andrew. Bats this out of the air. Slides it up top for ball. Ball off the blue line. Taken away from him. Turned over though to Andrew. Andrew cuts through the middle. Andrew has it taken away. Puck free to Parker. Spins around one. Shot. Scores. Kai with it now. Kai cuts to the middle. Round one, round two. Kai enters with Granville and ball. Slides one. Covered. Adams, Penny, Hearts, Coops, Fink. Braxton wins this forward. Knocked off his stick. Joseph gets in the corner. Help from Adams. Belle Tire with it now. Tipped in deep. Fink with a stick lift and the puck. Fink takes a hit. Puck in the corner. Gets help from Costa and Braxton. Fink moves this up to Adams. Misses him. D keeps it in. Backhander near side corner now. Coops keeps him wide. Fink picks him up. Centering pass doesn't connect. Belle Tire picks this up. Takes him behind the net. Centering pass. Chase pokes this back away. Shot. Chase glove save. Langen and Croshaw, Dorrington, Day, and Taya. So Ryan's in his jacket on the bench. Face off one to Langen. Off the boards. Hits a Belle Tire player. Day skates into it. Liam enters with Taya. Tries the backhand one. Taken. In his feet, though. Belle Tire with it. Off the boards. Langen keeps this in. Down for Taya. Taya shot wide. Langen moves this down for Kale. Kale centers one. Taken away. Pokes. Langen steps. Keeps this in. Gets help from Liam. Puck pops free through the middle, and Taya throws this in. Fox tags up. Behind the net. Belle Tire with it. Puck ice down. Granville moves this down for ball. Rim past him. Parker with it. Softly down low. In the corner, ball has it taken away. Tire tries to exit. Can't. Cut off by Kai. Kai with it. Soft chip. Taken away. Through the middle. And one-on-one. Parker pokes this away. Hits Costa, though. Belle Tire's going to pick this up near side. Picked up by Granville. Easton takes this. Sends it in deep. Kai gives chase. Belle Tire picks this up. Goes the brakes on. Partner comes away with it through the middle. Granville has a swipe at it. Doesn't connect. Parker with it through the middle. Hits Granville, who hits Kai. Pokes free. D side. Oops. Taking off this puck. Fox will go to the power play here. Penny, Hearts, Adams, Duraney, Scotto. Off, up to Parker. Walks in the blue line, drops it for Braxton. Braxton down low for Adams. Adams up top for Parker. Parker over to Andrew. Andrew drops it for Braxton. Braxton walks in, down low. Doesn't get it to Adams. Adams fights through, gets it though. Ryder up top for Andrew. Andrew drops it for Braxton. Braxton down for Adams. Centers one. Can't find it. Parker taken away from him by Belle Tire. Comes to Andrew. He goes skate to stick. Soft chip down to Parker. Parker misses Braxton. Puck pops off the board straight to him, though. 1:15 left on the power play. Braxton with it. Over to Parker now. Parker sends one through. Tipped by Hartz. Off the goalie, up into the netting. Taya, Thornton, Day, Pink, Langham. Tied up. And Taya, Fink, up top to Langham. Jack over to Liam. Liam to Jack. Misses him. Out of his zone to Fink. Fink to Langham. Gets off his stick. All the way back behind the goal line now. Langham to Fink. Picked off by Belle Tire. 43 seconds left down the power play for Fox. Ball, Molyneux, Penny, Coops, Crochuk. Face off, tied up. Belle Tire takes this. Ball swipes it away. Ball enters the zone, kicks it to himself behind the net. Ball still with it. Drops it for Andrew. Coast it. Back to Andrew. Andrew, top of the circle, shot. Covered. Up to Andrew to Costa. 15 seconds left on the power play. Andrew with it. Moves it to Kai. Switches with him. Kai to Costa. Costa to Andrew. Andrew back to Costa. Costa over to Kai. That's deflected. Comes back to Kai. Even strength now. Kai to the middle. Drops for Easton. Battling that Penny. Shot. Saved. Belle Tire with it. Rimmed around. Out of the zone. Andrew backhands one to Easton near side. Easton waits for Braxton. Enters the zone now. Kai to his feet. Drops one down for Easton. Easton evades the hit. Gets it to Braxton. Through Braxton's feet. Belle Tire can't exit. Andrew keeps it in. Right to Braxton. He walks in. Shot. Save. Arch wins this to Langen. Over to Durrani. Back to Jack. Sends one through. Makes it all the way. Hits the back wall. Parker races over. Can't keep this in. Langen picks this off. Parker goes down. Gets back up. Throws it through the middle. Hits the skate. Granville swipes at it. Gets it. Goes two sides to Langen. Off the boards for Parker. He's going to skate into it at the red line. Enters the zone. He's got Granville far side. Off his stick. In the corner, Jack. Turned over. Hart's with the hit. Frees it up to Adams. Off the boards to Mason. Backhands one. Pass Ryder right to Belle Tire. Ryder picks it away. Centers one. Looking for Granville. Hits his skate. Goes back behind the net. Ryder on it. Gets help from Jack. Chipped around them. Belle Tire exits now. Hart takes this away. That was how it was. Excuse me. Parker stands him up at the red line. Puck in deep behind the net. Chase touches this along for Adams. Ryder around the contact. Skates in the zone. Goes wide. Looks for Granville. Throws it behind the net for him. Jack picks it up. He's got Hart's in the middle. Doesn't see him. Slides it behind the net for Adams. Puck in the corner now. Hart's evades. Chips for Adams. Granville with it now. To Langen. Langen. Got him to a bench. Kicks the head through the middle. Belle Tire takes it. Thrown in deep. Chase has to play it. Throws it around for Antea. Antea chips it through the middle of Granville. He slides it in deep. Puck in deep. Kale gets Chase. Ties this up for Antea. Antea and Kale. Puck turned over to Belle Tire. Chips to Costa. Costa flips this high and in the zone. Fox tags up. Antea hard after it. Belle Tire rips this around. Jay gets Chase. Picks this off. Taking off his stick behind the net though. Belle Tire comes out near side with it. Through the middle. Puts the stick in deep. Chase. Off the boards for Kale. Kale chips ahead to Antea. Jake. Belle Tire with it. Think. Kale. Tied up. In deep. Belle Tire still with it. Kai pokes this away. He's got Kale with him. Taking off Kai's stick. Kai gets it back. Comes to Kale. Pokes it to Kai. Turned over. Hits Day. Kale swipes this. Puck comes to Delaney. Comes back to Kale. Kale over to Kai. Kai to ball. Ball enters the zone. Goes wide. Shoots. Save. The boards. Poked away by Parker. Right to ball. Ball overskate this. Gets back to it though. Slides it to Kai's feet. Kai with the hit. Parker with the puck. That's tied up. Belle Tire comes away with it. Through the middle. Andrew takes it. Andrew. Turned over. One-on-one on Parker. He pokes this away. Penny takes the puck. Braxton slides this for Andrew. Belle Tire gets there first. Andrew with the hit. Belle Tire with the puck. Through the middle. Taken by ball. Through his feet to himself. Good numbers. Penny. And he goes wide. Drops for ball. Doesn't connect. Behind the net. Braxton skates into it. Turned over low to Belle Tire. Through the middle. Picked off by Braxton. Braxton walks in. Toe drag. Off his stick. Tries to center one. Belle Tire takes this. Penny with the hit. Puts him down. Up top three to Easton. Tips it down for Kai. Kai to Braxton. Braxton. Soft chip on this. On the zone by Belle Tire. Chase out to play it. Moves it ahead for Hart. Hart goes wide. Hart still with it behind the net. Slides it for Adams. Ricochets to Granville. The Hart's through the crease. Can't find it. Up to Costa. Shot scores. Belle Tire with it. Chips through the middle. Poked away to Granville. Granville's got Adams with him. Jack enters the zone. Slides one for Adams. Has that poked away. Gets it back. Drags around one, around two. Backhands this in deep with Chase. Poked around Granville. Through the middle. Gets past Costa. Scoops through the puck behind the net. To Granville. Stop chip to Ryder. Ryder around one. Over to Granville. Save. Kale pulls this out. Gets it to Jack. Side of the net. Puck comes to Kale. Kale moves it up top for Fink. Fink over to Parker. Parker sends one wide. Hits a body. Loose in front. Rimmed around. Duraney gets chased. He gets there first. Parker ran off that puck. Belle Tire rimmed around. Day misses. Fink with it. To Day. Day throws the brakes on. Parker tries to poke this ahead. Puck pops free to the middle. Belle Tire comes away with it. Over to Fink. Fink on it. Over to Parker. Misses. Parker rims this behind the net for Fink. Fink slides it along for Antea. Antea fans on it. Gets it right back. Top to his free. B-side. Kale pokes it away. Kale with it behind the net. Kale around one. Touch to the middle. Jesus, Liam. Offsides. Ball wins this. Belle Tire takes it though. Langen plays pro chalk. Splits the middle. Drops for Kai. Backside. Ball. Ball. Kai. Poked away. Kai lifts the stick. Belle Tire sticks with it. Kai with the hit. Picks his pocket. Down low for ball. Ball. Got Andrew. Hits the skate though. Pops up to Langen. Langen run around. Jack still with it. Takes a hit. Poked around. Belle Tire still with it now. Exits the zone with a chip. Oh, ooh, man. Got lucky. Chipped off the boards behind Andrew. Langen. Kai. Ball. Poked off his stick. Gets it back. Comes back to Easton. Taken by Belle Tire. Skates it out. That's the nice one. Chase plays it along to Granville. Jack heads up ice. Jack ran off this puck. Penny in support. Puck comes to Andrew. He goes off the boards over to Jack. Top of the circle. Langen's got blocked back door though. Penny had his stick tied up. Through the middle. Langen takes this, puts it in deep on net. The boards connect. No, it doesn't. Oh, ice. Face off. Hearts tied up. Fink off the end boards to Coops. Coops through the middle, hits Hart. Adams slides this in deep for Hart. Picks it up. No, he doesn't. Puck gets past him. Far corner to Penny. Penny to Hart. Uses a skate to stop it. Moves it back to Braxton. Braxton tries to go up to Coops. hits a stick out of the zone. Fink accelerates up ice through the middle to Adams. Adams, toe drag, taking off his stick. Fink down low. Kicks it into the corner. Adams. Adams overskates this with the hit, though. Puck behind the net, and Taya Thornton. And Taya to Kale. Kale chips it back to Jake. Jake picks the pocket. Slides it to Andrew. Andrew to Antea. Sends a shot. Loose. Andrew can't get there. Puck flipped out of the zone. Chase all the way over the plate. Andrew. Or not Andrew. Parker, rather. To Antea. Antea, round one. Antea still with it. On net. Covered. Takes off, tied up. Liam wins this. Liam ran off this puck, and Taya in support. Jake off the boards to Parker. Parker sends one through, goes wide. Andrew through the contact, over to Parker. Parker rims this around. Andrew steps down for it. Switches with Taya. Andrew slides it along for Jake. Jake picked off. Doesn't get back. Icing's waved off. Chase plays this along. Rolling puck. Off the boards for Andrew. Liam through the middle. Hits Kale's skate. Kale gets back. Slides it to Kai. Kai enters. One on four. Kai ties this up. Gets up from ball. Ball through the contact. Around one, around two. Ball drops this for Langen. Langen gets it right back to Easton. Easton's tied up. Top three to Kai. Stop tip over to Costa. Costa, shot blocked in the corner. Off the boards to Langen. Down to Coops. Coops with a lot of room. Walks to the middle. Shot, save, loose. Kai, save. Hards gets this draw up to Fink. Fink sends one tip just wide. Off the glass. Goes off, tied up. Belle Tire takes this back behind the net. Hart forces a pass to Adams. Bouncing puck. Can't get this down low. Belle Tire takes it. Poked away by Fink. Tied up in front of the bench. Loose. Fink. Ties him up. Tough from Penny. Three to Fink. Tries to slide it in. Not deep enough. Belle Tire takes this at the blue line. Chip through the middle. Andrew gets a stick on this. Turned over to Penny. Penny through the contact. Belle Tire with the puck. Goes behind the net with it. Through the middle, misses. Comes to Crosa. 30 seconds left. Hartz enters the zone. Slides it to Braxton. It's in his feet. He couldn't get a clean look at it. Three behind the net. Belle Tire with it. Through the middle, connect. Poked away by Andrew. To Adams. 5 seconds left. That will do it. Fox wins 7-0. See you back on this side of the state tomorrow. I believe 3:30. Fox will take on Victory Honda at Victory Ice Center.